Hey everyone, this is Cody and you are on the channel Cody Tarot. So today's reading is going to be about what is this person's type. So you could be asking about someone who's a love interest, you could be asking about just anyone you want information on of what their romantic type is in a partner, what they kind of like and what they want to go for. You can also even ask this about yourself if you want more information on what you're looking for. But for the most part, this is for if you want to know what someone else is looking for to see if you are their type. So this is just going to be letting you know what their type is. All right, so we have 4 crystals before us. I'll go over them real quick with you. This is Chrysoprase. We also have Aquamarine. We also have Snakeskin Agate. And we have this yellow Apatite. Okay, well, I'll give you a moment to choose the crystal that you want to pick for the reading. All right, now that you have picked, we will move on with the reading with group number 1. Okay, group 1, this is if you picked the Chrysoprase. So let's get into your reading. So first I'm going to draw you 2 animal spirits to go over what they're actually looking for in a person. And then we're going to draw some regular tarot cards to see. Make sure these are all in the shot. Okay. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So first and foremost, with Electric Eel Spirit and Bee Spirit, this person wants someone who is a little bit feisty, that kind of has the ability to strike back. Like we see with Electric Eel Spirit, if you touch one, you're gonna get electrified, and Bee Spirit, bees sting you, you know? Although bees do have a very beneficial aspect in the community because they pollinate flowers and such. So they want someone who's really involved with community values, but at the same time, their type is also someone who can fight back, has a little dynamicity to them or a little spark to them. We see here that they want someone who is very authoritative, very in control of situations. They want someone who, no matter what's going on in life or in the world, this person always has everything under control, right? We see here that their type, they're attracted to people who cause them a little bit of pain. So they're attracted to these types that kind of inflict a little bit of pain over them. And they kind of enjoy being the one who is if there's an aspect of conquering versus submission in a relationship, they like being on the more submissive side. So they're attracted to people who are more of a conquering nature, someone who's more focused on winning, basically. They also want someone who's very, very romantic. They expect flowers, they expect chocolates, they expect fine nights, fine dinners, and candlelit, light up the living room with candles and, express your affection that way. So they're looking for all of these things, right? They're definitely someone who wants a little spice in their life. Whether that's through the romantic side of them, which is kind of that side, the kind of the excitement of romance is really what I'm getting here. And the thrill that romance brings. This person's kind of a thrill seeker. They want someone who like incites those feelings in them. They want someone who's kind of maybe like an adrenaline junkie, or more so someone who knows how to incite adrenaline in other people. As we see here with the electric eel spirit, this person to me seems like they want someone who's highly charged. They want someone who's kind of adventurous and almost has like an electric current running through their body. They want someone who's very, very energized. We see also that they do want someone who's involved with the community, right? Yeah. We also see with Bee Spirit here, with the sweet results awaits and this Knight of Cups energy, like this Knight of Cups person just seems so sweet and kind of romantic. You know, he has all this like picnic laid out with these grapes and this love letter in this cup bowl, and he has these flowers and this dapper hat. So we kind of see this guy, this person wanting that little mix of sugar and spice. This is their type, is someone who knows how to like alternate between, you know, a feisty attitude and a romantic attitude, kind of like within the short span of a couple minutes, right? They want someone who's kind of like dynamic. They don't want to be bored. Their type is someone who is always exciting and stimulating to them. That's the type they're drawn to anyway. Yeah, it looks like they don't mind losing in arguments, but it seems like they'll put up a good fight, but they don't mind being the one that loses in arguments as far as like that dynamic. They definitely want someone who's totally and completely in control. They want that high energy. And also with Bee Spirit, they do want that person who's focused on community values. So I hope that really helped you narrow down what this person's type is, or what kind of type of people they like. If you really like this reading, or if you like this reading, you can like and comment below. If you really like this reading, you can subscribe to my channel. I post pick a cards every so often, and I'm always thinking of new things to do. So yeah, with that said, I really enjoyed reading for you guys. Moving on to the next group, group number 2. Hello, group 2. This is if you pick the Aquamarine. So let's get into your reading. Let's first get you some animal oracle cards. And some tarot cards. This one. Okay, so let's see what is this person that you're thinking of. What is their romantic type that they go for? Okay, so this person, what their type is. So first off, we see a couple things. First with Hummingbird Spirit, we have a little mini dynamic with their relationships with people. They really want people to pay attention to them. So they like when people are attentive to them. This can also be represented as just wanting to be engaged with their partner 24/7. Be here now with this exclamation point. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says be here now, and it's like an exclamation point, like now. So I see this person as very much like, be here with me, like stay with me, be in the moment with me. Like kind of like they want that person like constantly like with them all the time. Now this person's also with this owl spirit you see clearly now, and we also got the King of Swords, and there's also an owl in this image right here, down below here, and a couple of other flying creatures too. And interestingly enough, in this, the animal spirit card, there's a bat spirit, which is all about rebirth. There's a bat here, and this card is rebirth. There's so much synchronicity with this pile. It's crazy. But anyway, with the owl, we have this idea that they want someone who's very rational yet wise. They kind of want someone who's quite intuitive, but more on like the logical side of intuitive. So you see clearly now is they want someone who kind of like always sees the path ahead. Like they want someone who always kind of knows what to do in any given situation. You know, they kind of are looking for that person who can impart that wisdom. They're always looking for that type of information from their environment. we see here that with death and rebirth, that this person really wants a partner who is going to be changing a lot and always kind of transforming themselves. They want someone who is not afraid to leave the past behind and move on into the next thing in life. This person probably themselves kind of feels that way. That's kind of what they do in their life too. So they're looking for someone who can kind of like just leave it all behind whenever they need be. And we see this similarly here with the Tower card, right? Which this destruction of this squirrel's home to me represents that it's almost like they want to be able, it's almost like they want someone who knows how to evade disaster, or they evade disaster pretty easily. They need someone to be able to mobilize with them in extreme situations to where they can evade a sudden like issue. So like if they lose their house in a fire, then they can like evade that. They can like count on their partner to like help them through those difficulties, right? If they have a total mental breakdown, they can count on this person's wisdom and being their foresight and their sight and their clear thinking just in general to bring them out of this tower energy. So we also have some similar things here with like butterflies right here, and this is going back to the flying creatures in most of these cards, and even the hummingbird spirit. There's a lot about flight, and so when I think of flight, I think of freedom. I definitely think of someone who is, they want someone who is very ethereal, very airy, like a very airy personality, but at the same time very like, how do I put this? They're looking for someone who has an adventurous side to themselves. So someone who is adventurous and doesn't mind like leaving it all behind to go do something new. They want someone who's very like spur of the moment. Yeah, adventurous could be like the best way to put it. I kind of, maybe this person is more of like a routine person, but it's interesting because we have the death card here and the tower card, which makes me think that this person is not a routine oriented person. So we're definitely seeing some contradictory messages. This person definitely could be like a routinized person as far as like schedules and things of that nature, but very much doesn't want to think about the past. So this person may be very organized, but they're not so focused on like traditions, and they're not so focused on they're not that attached to where they grew up. So they're looking for someone who's also the same way as them. They're looking for someone who is not attached to any particular home. If you think of like the freedom of flight, right? They want someone who they can fly with. They definitely see like, they look at flying creatures and the ability to fly is like really important to them. You know, being able to take off and leave whenever there's a disaster is really important to them. So they want someone who they can do that with, or who can help them with that. Yeah, I think that about covers it. Yeah, I think I covered it all. Okay, so if you like the reading, you can like or comment below. If you really like the reading, you can subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more pick a card soon. And I really enjoyed reading for you guys. I will get on to the next reading with group number 3. Hello, group 3, if you picked the Snakeskin Agate. Let's get on with your reading. So what is the person that you're thinking about? What is their type? Whoa. I'm actually going to take all of these because I'm seeing that that's important. We'll just do this like this. I think that's enough room for all of the cards, yeah. So you guys got lucky, you got an extra card. Okay, so this person's type, let's get into it. First things I noticed with the animal spirit oracles. So skunk spirit, I always take with the white and black fur, that they have like very contrasting features, that they stand out, that they're kind of striking and stand out. Porcupine spirit always makes me think of kind of looking at something and knowing that it could like, you know, like think of a porcupine, you wouldn't go up and like start petting a porcupine. So it's the they want that type of person who has kind of like a not exactly a hard edge, but they kind of look like they can stand up for themselves. But what we see in the reading is that's like not the most important factor in what their type is, but they definitely want someone who can like stand up for themselves when the time, like if their territory gets invaded, they want someone who can like protect the territory. But we also see a whole bunch of other stuff that's like totally unrelated to that type of like material. Like, for example, we have the Two of Cups here, that this person is really looking for that like super harmonious, perfect connection, you know, with that total unity. If you look at this image here, you see these two hands like holding their hands, and you see all the colors of the rainbow flowing out into these two cups, which to me, all that symbolism just means that these people, when you're together, everything's aligned. So, for example, say you're someone whose throat chakra is not open and the other person, their throat chakra is open. This person would blend, they want to like literally blend energies with you to be in perfect harmony. So this person really focuses on harmony. And I see that is also a factor in the rest of their life as well. However, they're more concerned with harmony with their family. They also want someone to be a good family man or woman. So they're looking for someone who's really good with their family. Like if their type is not the type of person who fights with their family. So this person could either be someone who grew up with that own loving energy in their own family, or they could be the type of person who didn't have that loving energy, and that's why they're so attracted to these family dynamics, these like loving atmospheres where the family is like really a whole complete unit. We see here they also want someone who's intuitive. They love those spiritual types of people. They love the types of people that look like different or unique or interesting. They really want someone who kind of like leads with their intuition, you know, doesn't really follow logic too much. You know, we kind of had that in the last pile with someone who's more like logical, but also a little intuitive, but mainly logical. This person, they want like pure intuition. They want someone who's just kind of lives on the spiritual plane. They also are looking for someone, they want a lot in a partner, actually. They have like, this is, so to me, this is less of a type, and these are, it seems with this person, this is more of like expectations. I see that this person wants someone who is really, really famous. They want someone who is popular, has a lot of friends, is like in the limelight. But at the same time, you know, when someone enters their territory that's unfamiliar or unfriendly, they can either spray them with that skunky stink or sting them with the porcupine spines. Porcupine spines. Cody can't talk. Anyway, so yeah, so with this Six of Wands energy, they want someone who's very popular. That's almost time to cover it. Time for beginner mind is another aspect of, they're looking for someone who has like a fresh perspective on things. So someone who is kind of looking at things in a unique and different ways. They're looking for that intuition with someone, focusing on that fresh perspective. They want someone to really like change the way they view the world. So, and know your worth also means that they want someone with this Six of Wands, they want someone to be famous, but also not like insecure about their fame. They want someone to be very have a lot of self-esteem. They want someone who's really already like built themselves up before they get into a relationship with them. But we see here, they want that total harmony. They want that total melding of the energies. They want that really nice family man. They see it as really important. Maybe they're looking to have a family, so they're already thinking about their type, you know, and they want them to be really good with family. That intuition's important, famous, you know. Also, they can stand up for themselves. That's basically this person's type. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, you can like or comment below. If you really enjoyed the reading, you can subscribe, and I will post more of these pick a card soon. And yeah, I really enjoyed reading for you guys. Lucky you guys got an extra card. The other group should be jealous. No, just kidding. Anyway, so yeah, it was lovely reading for you guys, and I will see you guys in the next pick a card. Bye. Oh yeah, moving on to group 4. Hello, group 4. This is if you picked the yellow Apatite. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, so let's get into your reading. So first and foremost, we're drawing a couple animal oracles to see what this person's type is. Okay, some things I'm seeing here, first off, with Turtle Spirit and Lion Spirit, I see these two as like very like majestic animals. I see them as very, especially with Lion Spirit being such a large animal, and Turtle Spirit being, well, sea turtles in general, like I think they can get pretty big. This person, they want someone who's kind of like larger than them or large in stature. They're also looking for someone with the Five of Cups energy here who's a little bit sad. How do I put this? They want someone who's a little like more melancholic. They want someone who's more, I think they kind of want someone they can cheer up. They also want someone who is generous, you know? They want someone that they can show that you know, like, oh, look at, here's the bright side, or look at you have this option, right? So they want someone who, although is sad, they want their main motive is to be able to find someone who they can kind of like say, you know, hey, like you can look at it from this angle, and have that person redirect themselves and go, oh, okay, I see that. They want that as a kind of a constant theme in their relationship, that they can kind of like constantly be of service, you know? So it's kind of going to be with, they want their person to, in a way, constantly have problems, but they're looking for these problems. They want to be able to fix these problems. I also see right here with the Hangman, they definitely want someone who's flexible. That's really big on their list. I also see right here with the runes and this person hanging, they probably are looking for someone, their type is probably someone who understands language very well and symbols. This could be a person who is maybe like a translator or speaks a different language. They kind of are attracted to that. They might be attracted to someone from a different place in the world. As we see here with the Emperor, which I think this is like Mars in the background, they also, like the first group, want someone who's in control. They want someone who kind of has good control over their life. And I'm definitely seeing this skull thing in the back right here. And it's reminding me of like the desert. So I kind of see this person that's also reminding me of this video of Burning Man I just saw. So yeah, random tangent. But this person might want someone who's more of like a hippie-ish type of person. Be generous of spirit. They definitely want someone who's generous. I think this person is also generous, but if they're generous or selfish, it doesn't matter. They want someone who's very generous. They don't want someone who is kind of like stingy with their resources. And generous of spirit particularly just means that they want someone who is going to freely share their joy with, you know, them. So it's interesting. They do want someone with like problems that they can help fix. But once they fix them, they really want to experience the joy of their partner, like, you know, in its full force. Slow and steady wins the race means that this person is attracted to slower moving types. This person wants someone who is kind of a little bit more phlegmatic. We see here, we get like a very phlegmatic, melancholic vibe right here. Someone who kind of moves at a very slow pace in life. They kind of want to take their time, but also needs kind of a little bit of help cheering up. I'm getting a very strong image of a sloth, which we don't have a sloth in this animal oracle deck. So I'm pretty sure this is like the combination that would create kind of like a very sloth-like personality. Someone who's very interested in languages. Let me see if there's anything else I can pick up. The only other thing I can say really is that they definitely want someone who is beautiful and maybe majestic. Like I said, both these animals are like very majestic, powerful animals. So they're definitely looking for someone with a lot of potency and power, not in the typical sense of like aggressive or assertive or kind of like dominating, but they definitely want someone to have like a sense of potency when they meet them. Yeah, and we see that here with the Emperor, that whole aspect of being in control. It's not really like they're being controlling, they're just in control, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that was this person. That is the end of the videos. If you like this video or this reading, you can like or comment below. And if you really enjoyed the reading, you can subscribe to my channel. I post cards like pick a cards like this all the time. I really enjoyed reading for you guys, and yeah, that's it for the reading. So I will catch you guys in the next vid. Bye.